So in the Medusa myth, and feel this, myths are about feeling and uncovering how this relates to your life. So as I share the Medusa myth, how does this relate to your life, or what stands out for you, or what sets you off, or what triggers you, or what emotions are coming up? And I encourage you all to share. So even if you're watching this later on the live stream, maybe share. It sometimes helps to witness another woman or to be witnessed. So when something pops up for you, I am encouraging you. We are sitting in this glorious circle. Let's take advantage of the fact that we're all sitting here live, right? This isn't me just like energetically like electrocuting you with Medusa energy. We're in a circle. So feel and share. All right, so as I go into this myth, feeling what parts set you off, or what parts bring tears, or what parts crack your heart open. Let somebody see you, right? And also see someone else. It's part of women's magic. This is part of women's business. This is part of like what it is that we do. This is part of what opens us even more. All right, so getting into the Medusa myth, I love this because she's intertwined with a few of the other archetypal energies. So Medusa, she's a gorgeous, glorious human at the start of the myth, right? She's just this beautiful, she's kind of almost like a siren. So she's just beautiful. She ends up making love to Poseidon, who in astrology is also Neptune, right? God of Poseidon. He's god of water, right? And so she makes love to Poseidon. It's beautiful. Like, it's this beautiful experience. Here's the wild part. So again, feeling for what triggers you. Pallas Athena, right? Goddess of like war, goddess of intellect, warrior, right? That goddess, very left brain of all of the feminine archetypes. That's her. She's kind of like in the boys club. Zeus, she was like Zeus's favorite. So she's in the boys club. She's very masculine. She's also one of the goddesses who is does not have a lover, right? So she's a virginal goddess. You can call her a virginal goddess. So she catches them. Now she is enraged. Pallas Athena is enraged. Now you can feel this is a wounding coming from a woman, right? So this is a wounding coming from feminine to feminine. Feeling into that. This is part of the Medusa myth. So she curses this gorgeous, beautiful human woman, turns her into this demonic gorgon with snake hair. So turns her into demonic gorgon with snake hair. Just feel this, right? Feel this. This gorgeous woman expressing her sexuality, her beauty, her connection with the masculine. Now you've got over here, you've got Pallas Athena, whose only expression with the masculine is, I'm in the boys club, I stand in my masculine, boys, let's go to war. Do you feel that? She sees this woman here. So here's a question for you. I'm just going to bring this into reality. Have you ever been the woman here dancing in your sexuality, in your feminine, and you have felt Pallas Athena over here raging at you because you're beautiful and you're standing in your sexuality, right? It doesn't have to be Pallas Athena, obviously. You felt another woman. Or, when have you been this woman? When have you been this woman who stood here as Pallas Athena, standing in your masculine, right? Standing in your masculine. You can go to war with the boys, but you can't make love to them and you can't dance to them. You can't dance with them, right? So now when have you been this woman going, wow, I am jealous of her sexuality. I am jealous of how she dances with the masculine. I am jealous of her beauty, or whatever it is, right? So just, right? I'm bringing this into real life. This is how these energies work. This is what they bring you into. This is how they open you and awaken you. So they awaken you to this But part of the purifying is to get rid of anything from being Medusa, who now Medusa turns, right? So now she gets turned into this Gorgon, this nasty wild beast. So now she turns. She is nasty, right? And that's what these myths are about. So continue feeling as we go along. So now we've got this enraged feminine. So we see this in a lot of the myths, right? This is stage 2. We see this in the Lilith myth, right? We see this in a lot of the feminine myths where we see it in the Hecate myth. So this also represents the fall of the feminine, right? This also represents the patriarchy, because Pallas kind of represented the patriarchy. She was boy's boy, right? Kind of represents the patriarchy doing this to the feminine principles, right? So it's happened in a lot of the myths. You see stage 1 is this. Stage 2, they were not equal with the masculine, right? So this is the wounding from the patriarchy. Do you feel it? Do you see it? This might be so new for some of you, or you might be like, yep, I'm working on this one, Sabrina. We've gone into a million archetypes like this, and I totally get it. So now there's this. Now there's Medusa, who is in that same state that Hecate gets into. I have to hide my gifts, right? My feminine gifts, whether that be radiance or medicine woman gifts, because it will get me killed or turned into a fucking demonic monster, right? So how many of you can relate to that? I want to see hearts and I want to see likes. If there is any tiny little bit of fear that you hold around fully owning your sexuality, around fully owning your feminine gifts, right? So feminine gifts can be everything from seeing to oracle to intuition, to sexuality, to tantrika, to priestess, to medicine woman and all the gifts that come with her, to midwife, right? Do you see all of these hearts and all of these likes? I do this because I want you all to know that you're not alone, right? That you're not alone. And the beauty of working with these archetypal energies, the beauty of working with Medusa, is that she takes us out of that place. She helps us to release any of the unconscious things that are keeping us small, right? The unconscious things, the mask. Medusa has a mask on, right? The mask. Medusa has the mask. What mask are you wearing to protect yourself? I want to know. Share. If it pops up, share it if you can, if it feels right to share. Right? What mask are you wearing? Who are you pretending to be so that you fit in, so that you're not ostracized, so that you're not made fun of, so that you're not killed? I know that that's like a deep-seated, very unconscious fear. But what mask are you wearing? What false mask are you wearing to protect? It's about protecting, right? Part of this is Medusa is protecting the deep hidden mysteries of the feminine. She's protecting the potency of a woman's sexuality and the gifts of a woman's sexuality, right? A woman's sexuality, you can initiate people into the highest of heights, right? So and that's not just Medusa's gift, but she's protecting that with a mask, So I'm not saying that these masks that we wear are bad, right? We've developed these masks and these layers and these stone cold eyes out of wanting to protect the gifts and the mysteries within, especially the deeply feminine mysteries within, because when we open to them in past lives, we were abused, we were raped, it was taken from us, our babies were taken from us, we were burnt at the stake, we were hung, right? All kinds of atrocities have happened when women have opened up to these deep feminine gifts, including the fullness of our sexuality.